How budget can a budget airline get?
How budget can a budget airline get? Vertical seats, my friends. Vertical seats. So that's what was in the news last week, that apparently they're testing these vertical seats. So originally known as Skyrider 2.0. So they originally came on the scene in 2018, didn't go any further. Very interesting that although this has been in all the major newspapers last week, the Independent, Daily Mail, were covering this story, none of them, the airlines are being actually quite stum about it. But honestly, we would definitely not put this past the likes of Ryanair and EasyJet. First they took away food, then they took away baggage. Now they're actually going to take away seats. But would we actually? Who would actually travel?
Well, okay. First of all, I've asked Trina. Yeah, when we put this out there, we're going to try and get a picture.
And have a picture.
Because I was just like, how am I going to carry my bags if I'm standing up? What's going to happen with this? And what happens when there's, when they're like strap in because there's the
turbulence.
The turbulence. Are we going to be just like the wind? Apparently not. They are quite interestingly designed structures, aren't they? So there is a back. There's a back. There is
a back, and apparently there's more padding than there was when they initially brought them out in 2018.
Really?
There's a little bit more padding, but it says the redesigned seats, which would see customers leaning at a 45-degree angle, have reportedly met safety requirements and regulations, and could be in use in planes as soon as 2026. Now, the silver lining, apparently, is that these are going to be very, very, very cheap. But come off it, guys. Even if they're £1, we know they're not really going to be £1. But by the time you put the cost of the backpack, by the time you put a sandwich,
there'll be extras for the seatbelt.
There'll be extra for the seatbelt.
I'm just saying extras for the seatbelt.
Yeah.
Extras for like how far your feet can go.
Exactly.
And what have you. I don't know.
Yeah.
How budget can this budget airline
How budget can it actually get? But we found that quite funny, guys.
And the picture is actually quite interesting. It does look good.
Kudos to the designers, the interior designers that are, and they've got it through safety regulations. So even if it doesn't go any further, like kudos for them, like they're really the commitment. Because to get certified, anything certified on a plane is no mean feat. Did you guys know that actually to get a fork on the plane, it has to have certain regulations? So the level of certification and regulation is no easy feat. So the kudos for them to actually getting that. But whether or not we're going to be flying standing up remains to be seen.
Cheaply.
Yes.
It has to be cheaply.
Yes.
It has to be very cheap.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can even pay me. I don't know if you could pay me to fly standing up.
How long are we going to stand for?
That is a question. Like, how long are these flights going to be? But the good, what I've just had, a thought I've just had, when you're sitting, the risk of thrombosis, at least maybe that's kind of, if you're standing, maybe the risk is less.
It's a thing. There's a lot about this.
Maybe there's some benefits, guys, that we're not seeing.
This is not the end of the story.
This is not the end of the story. Let's see.